Welcome to another edition of the Linked Parishes podcast. Whether you are regularly, occasionally, or never involved in the life of the local churches, I invite you to listen to what we are up to. Even if you're just a wee bit curious about the local churches, interested in finding meaning and purpose in life within the context of Christian faith, then keep listening. I'm Donald McCorkindale, Minister of the Linked Parishes of Strontian, Ardgour and Morvern, linked with Acharagal and Ardnamurchan, bringing you news from these parishes and beyond. I was listening the other day to a fascinating podcast, an interview with Justin Brierley, who has written and podcasted much about the rise of the belief in God in the wake of what he would see as the decline of new atheism. I'll leave the links to the podcast. It was the Emerging Emmaus podcast, a great interview with Neil Urquhart, Church of Scotland minister in Irvine, talking with Justin Brierley. And Justin's own podcast series, based on his book around the rise of the belief in God and the collapse of new atheism. A really, really good podcast, a good listen. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and you can connect with it subscribing on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and just recently added the links for YouTube, which now will host other podcasts too. Lots of things going on, lots of people beginning to tell me that this will be your busy season, and it is indeed a lovely season of the church year as we almost into Advent, beginning on December the 1st, Sunday the 1st. And in the midst of all the anticipation of joy and celebration, parties, pantomimes, Christmas carols, it can be a difficult time of year for many, particularly for those facing a first Christmas without a loved one. Looking to New Year when memories of 2024 perhaps have not been good ones. And in that context, I have been talking with others, and we've set up a couple of dates into New Year to be able to come together in a safe space to talk about loss and death and dying. More of that into the new year, but as we approach Christmas time, there'll be a wee opportunity on Thursday, the 19th of December, to gather at Ardgour Church for a quiet, contemplative service, a time of worship, reflection, contemplation, a time to remember those we have loved and lost, and to acknowledge that Christmas is not always touched with joy and happiness. So that's Thursday, the 19th of December, 11 o'clock at Ardgour Church. Brief, quiet, still, calm, contemplative service, followed by tea and coffee and maybe a mince pie, if folk want to remain and to talk with others over a cuppa. I'm recording this on Friday the 29th of November, and tomorrow, Saturday the 30th, St Andrew's Day. Looking forward to a trip across to Mull for the induction of the Reverend Amanda Macquarie, who is the new minister for Mull at Iona. And then the following weekend, our own Assistant Minister Jade McLean is to be inducted to her new charge of Cromdale and Advey, linked with Granton-on-Spey and Dalnane Bridge. And her service of induction will be on Saturday, the 7th of December, 2 o'clock at Inverallen Church in Granton-on-Spey. And all are welcome to share in that. So a busy beginning to the Advent season, and lots of things going on around the churches. You'll find details of everything on the church website, peninsulachurches.org.uk. There on the homepage, you'll find an Advent and Christmas button to click that will take you to more details. A few of the highlights happening around the Advent season as we journey towards Christmas. We've got Pudding and Praise at Ardgour Church on the 1st of December, 6 o'clock, for some informal worship with some traditional songs, but also some more modern contemporary music. So we'll have some worship for about half an hour or so, and then a little pause for some puddings and lots of offers of puddings. If you'd like to bring something along, feel free to do so. But it's more important that you're there, and all are welcome. And so after sharing in pudding and some fellowship, some chat, then another half hour or so. So all in an hour and a half, gathering at 6 o'clock, and we'll be finished about 7:30. That's at Ardgour Church on Sunday the 1st. On Saturday the 7th, before Jade's induction at Granton, there is the Christmas breakfast at Ardgour Inn. And we're gathering there from 9:15 for breakfast at 9:30, and there'll be some festive fun, some Christmas carols, and maybe a wee visit from a man with a sack. So that's Saturday the 7th. Sunday the 8th, along with the usual Sunday services for the second Sunday in the month, there will also be the Kingairloch carols, 2 o'clock at Kingairloch Church. Maybe a little early to call it carols by candlelight, although even by 2 o'clock it's maybe beginning to get a little dark. Not long now until the longest night and the days start lengthening again. Also on the 8th, and I'll be making a quick trip from Kingairloch down to Keele Church to catch the tail end of the music and carols, a wee concert with some local musicians and singers, and also marking the launch of the Christmas Tree Festival at Keele Church. I believe there's 14 or 15 Christmas trees that have been decorated by different individuals or organisations around Morvern. Looking forward to seeing the church this Sunday. I'll be down there for 12 noon on Sunday the 1st. But the official beginning of the Christmas Tree Festival, Sunday the 8th, and that will be running right through until the end of the year, until the 31st of December. Carols at Drimnan Hall is happening on the 13th. Better double check that date. I think it's the 13th of December. Carols at the Tree in Strontian, the Tree by the police station, and that's on Monday the 16th. Let me just have a quick check on that. Monday the 16th. And Drimnan Carols Friday the 13th. Carols at Treeslake Hall will be on Monday the 23rd at 6:30 at Treeslake Hall. And then we're at Christmas Eve. There'll be lots of things happening then. 4 o'clock services at Keele Church and at Ardnamurchan Church, Kilhoan. 7 o'clock services at Acharachel and at Strontian, and then the Christmas Eve watch night service at 11:30 at Ardgour Church. So lots happening around the Peninsula churches, and I do hope that you will feel able to join in some of that. Lots of things happening online as well. The Wednesday evening prayers will continue. Wednesday's Christmas Day and New Year. It might be pre-recorded, but there will still be Wednesday evening prayers on those occasions. If you're looking for some inspiration for some Christmas gifts, you might be interested in some of the charity gifts that you are able to purchase through Christian Aid. And again, I'll leave the link in the description. Maybe you have a friend or someone in the family who would appreciate a couple of chickens or a terms education at school in Malawi. Not for themselves, but knowing that the gift has been helping others. So I'll leave the link for that. I think we can leave it there for today. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Link Parishes podcast. Details of all that's happening you'll find at www.peninsulachurches.org.uk. God bless you all.